And it's time for another Deuce is Loose segment. I'm Martin Foss with Deuce Luke. He's our guest, and this show is to educate everyone about autism. Now, there's different spectrums of autism, and we want to make sure everyone knows that. But nonetheless, we just decided in general to educate the public on autism and how to handle it. If you're a parent, if you're a child, no matter what it is, and how you fit in the family setting, we wanted to educate you. So I gave Deuce a challenge last week. We made his mom and dad, Jay Luke and Kathy Luke, dance. He had to get video, bring it back to the show. They danced. We took them out their comfort zone. Last week, I reversed it on Deuce. I said, you have to dance. And Deuce decided he was going to do a little comical dance with some music. We're going to see that for the first time on the show today. I will see it for the first time. It ought to be interesting. The Deuce is loose. All right, we are back. And Deuce Luke is my guest today. And Deuce, how are you? How was your weekend?
It's very good, sir. My weekend was pretty neat because I hang out with some friends last week.
All right, cool deal. Let me ask you, before we get to the video, just some more questions because we'd like to get a lot of questions and answers out for the people. With autism, let's go in your realm.
Okay.
Because you can only answer for yourself. Do you find that at first, because of autism, you act normal at first, and then you either get aggressive or withdrawn? Which one would fit you?
Well, whenever I was a little kid, whenever I was in middle school, like at St. Gregory, I would really get like a bit problematic, so to speak, because my rage was pretty much horrible back then. But then I learned to keep it under control whenever I went to high school.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when everything changed for me.
How did you learn how to do that? Look, most people in a normal setting have to learn how to do that. Some of us, we're still trying to learn how to always equalize things. How did you learn how to do that?
Well, I guess it was a matter of influence or a sudden change in me that made me want to be a people person. And I was pretty much a loner back at St. Gregory. Whenever I went to Vanderbilt and people got to know the real me, that's whenever I felt more peace.
You came out your shell.
Yes, I came out of my shell.
All right. What about nonverbal skills or nonverbal forms of communication? Did you go through that?
Whenever I hit 4 years old, I could talk, but it wasn't easy because my mom and dad had to put me through lots of speech therapy, and I was not really the best verbal person in the world whenever I was still growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very difficult and challenging. But I learned how to speak, and I learned how to use my voice. And now look at me now. I'm a singer, voice actor, and dancer, I bet.
Yeah, well, today we're going to break out the dance for sure. Now, different forms of autism have different forms of, I guess, of physical touch. So if you're autistic, some autistic people don't want their mom or dad to give them a big hug. They don't like to be touched. The other day after a show, you said, Mr. Martin, give me a big hug. We gave a big bear hug. So were you like that, or did you morph into something else, or is this something you worked on?
Well, I would say it was something I was developed in because my mom and dad always gave me hugs whenever I was little.
Mm-hmm.
And I sort of liked it because it was like a good family thing. And that I could just give hugs, high fives, fist bumps, no matter what it is. It's always like being part of a family.
So it's a security issue for you, right?
It would be if it was, well, if people act weird about me or not in a very good way. But I will be very I'll try to learn what they want.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm one of those that I feel hugs are good for people, especially in the family setting. Big hugs are good, so there's nothing wrong with a good hug. So never be ashamed of a good hug.
No,
Okay?
never be ashamed of a good hug.
Yeah, in
Because
the proper setting, they're perfect.
a good hug always warms your heart.
There you go. All right. So another thing I noticed over the weeks in looking at different autistic videos, the different things, that some autistic students or some people with autism have a bit of a robotic like delivery. Are you familiar with that?
Oh, I am, because my voice is pretty much it's pretty robotic, and not many people know that. And some people with autism, they have like robotic voice, or maybe it's some sort of different voice that they really don't know about, or if people know about it, then they're not really used to it.
So it's all about inflection too. And I noticed you become pretty good at saying something and then like going up and going down to stress a point. Whereas some people just come across real monotone. They don't ever inflex their voice. But you've learned how to use inflection, haven't you?
Oh yeah, it's inflection. Now I get what you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've learned how to raise my voice up and raise my voice down. And yeah, I used to do that too whenever I was young. But I learned how to use my voice properly.
Mm-hmm. Now, it's not always easy to spot someone with autism. Some people are very functional on the spectrum, some people not so functional. So, if you look at somebody right off the bat, most people could tell that somebody has some form of autism. Do you find that people recognize yours, or have you gotten so good at it that they have trouble recognizing it sometimes?
They have very big trouble recognizing it because of how well I'm developed. But I like to tell them because I want to give people hope.
Yeah. So that way they know at least the setting. When you came work for us at HTV, you laid it out on the table, and we were aware that loud noises or, abrupt things, sort of affect someone with autism's personality a little bit. I know you love voices. You love to
Yeah.
do voices. So I want to hear the Count Duke's voice.
Let me see.
You got to get in character too, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, El Vigilante, how did you escape my custody gun?
There you go. You got that one down, huh? Give me a little bit more of that.
Why is everything always going on my feet whenever it's supposed to be at my head?
So this is something that you love to do and you practice it. Do you find yourself getting in character a lot when you're playing your video?
Oh, yes, I do. Whenever I play my games or whenever I'm making a story, I like to get in character.
All right, very good. All right, now, can you do the lackeys of On Guard voice?
Yes, I can. What happened, yeah? I thought he couldn't make it. Why is she here?
All right. So in order to do that, you have to recognize the different dialects, the different inflections from On Guard voices to Count Duke. It has a different tone. So do people with autism, especially you've developed it, but is that something you had to work on, recognizing different tones?
Oh, yes. It was very complicated whenever I try to do it. But even though other people have to try to do it too. I mean, everyone has their own dialect, but they have to get used to a certain dialect.
Yeah.
But the most part of it is have fun, go wild.
Yep. And that's right in your breezeway, huh?
That's right.
All right. So let me ask you, Mario impression. You got that down?
Oh, I do.
All right.
It's me, Mario. I was a good mushroom bit ago.
You've been practicing.
Yeah, I love Mario.
Now, I never knew how to say. Is this Waluigi? What is that?
Waluigi is basically like a Luigi's arch nemesis.
All right. Give me a Waluigi.
Waluigi time. I'm gonna suck that area.
You got that down too, huh?
Yes.
You've been practicing.
Oh, I've been practicing that one. But you have to in order to get Waluigi's voice, you have to hold your nose like this,
Yeah.
and then go on your voice like a little tone up.
So you hold your nose, and then at one point you release it and try to mimic the sound you got while pinching your nose.
That's right.
You look like you got it.
Yeah,
Do it again for me.
Waluigi time is here, and I'm ready to get the smashing.
He sounds like a sinister little dude.
Oh, he is. He is very obnoxious.
He's a bad dude.
Yeah, he's basically our nemesis.
Yeah.
And by arch nemesis, he's an antagonist
Okay.
for Luigi.
I notice your vocabulary is really good. An antagonist. Those are big words. So people with autism don't necessarily have a diminished vocabulary.
No, they don't. Honestly, I'm lucky that I'm able to have a very good vocabulary, but
Yeah.
not many people are lucky for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just one of the very decent people and very blessed people to have it.
I want to hear your British impression.
Okay. Hello, chap. How you doing today? My name is Lightmite, and I'll be your conductor for this evening.
So you did a light mite. So
Well,
light mite is British?
no, I
You just made it up.
made it up.
All right, so you put a lot of fantasy in your stuff too.
That's right.
All right, give me a little more British.
Okay. Alright, this is Sharon Boy, and I'll be your conductor for this evening. What are you doing down there? Why aren't you on the grass? Let's not wait for the grass to grow.
Very good.
Thank
How about light mite?
you. It's time to light up the skies with my best light blast.
Now, does light mite have a little British accent too?
He can work on that. He's very like a voice actor in a way. He practiced it. He had a very good voice acting thing going on for him.
Okay. Now, how about a nerd? I want a nerd voice.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can do this. I mean, I'm very good with computers, but not on weights.
That's pretty good, Deuce.
Thank you.
You went through the whole spectrum. So now we're going to start leading up because next segment is the dance. So last week when we aired your mom and dad dancing, then I gave you a challenge that you're going to dance and you're going to have to make it happen. Did you get nervous?
Oh, I was nervous, honestly.
Yeah.
I was the most nervous I could be because I haven't done it in so long that I'm afraid I might get laughed at.
Hey, you know what I say?
What's that?
Who cares if they laugh? I've done many things in my life that people have laughed at. You know what?
What?
When they laugh at you, they're jealous of you.
Never thought about that.
A lot of times, people laugh at you is because they don't belong in the same room with you. So you got to look at it like that. So
Okay.
we may have fun watching your video and laughing because it's funny, because I told you to make it a little comical.
Yeah.
But we laugh with each other and not at each other.
Yes,
So
that's
keep
a
that
good
in mind.
lesson for that.
Yeah, so keep that in mind.
I
Because
will.
look, I've had many goofball moments in my life, especially at Vanderbilt. I was voted most wittiest. I was always the one cracking jokes and doing different things. In the news business, you got to be a little more serious.
Yeah.
But when I'm off, I like to have fun. People laugh at me as much as I laugh at them. And we laugh with each other, but sometimes we do laugh at them if they do something boneheaded. And there's a lot of that to go around.
Oh yeah.
So don't ever be offended if somebody laughs at you, because you know what? In their world, they don't have it together. Just you have fun and you do it makes you happy.
Well,
Okay.
thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate that. That could be our lesson for today, like our little life lesson.
Yeah, there you go. We're taking a deep breath because you were probably a little nervous because we're about to roll in the dance and the video.
Yes, that's correct.
That is a natural reaction.
Really?
I promise you, if you go ask your mom, before a big basketball game, when you're sitting on the bench and the teams are warming up right before the game starts, are you nervous? I promise you, she will tell you absolutely. She's probably sitting on that bench, taking deep breaths, getting herself together. If you ask your dad, before a case, when you're in court, do you get nervous before the trial? He will tell you yes. And it's a natural thing. People get nervous before events. When you're rolling in it and you're in it, your nerves sort of level out. But before, it's a normal thing.
Yeah.
So now, tell me how you shot the video. Did you set up your own camera? Did mom and dad film it? How did it work?
All right, so basically, I set up the music for the video, and then I danced to the music, and then my mom she recorded me,
Okay.
and then afterwards, whenever we're finished recording, my mom airdropped it to me.
Okay.
My phone so we can send it to you.
Was it funny? Did y'all have some laughs with it? Or was it serious?
Just quick and easy.
All right. Quick and easy. You just wanted to get it done, huh?
Yes.
But I pulled you out of your comfort zone again. That's important, right?
It's important, yeah.
All right. So the thing is, once you get out of your comfort zone and you accomplish the task, the next time somebody asks you to do something, you got it, right?
That's right.
All right. Without further ado, we are going to roll in. Did Deuce accomplish his goal? Let's see if he did. You did it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, how did you feel about it?
Nervous and anxious, but also good.
You got jiggy with it. You like that expression, huh?
It's a good one, but not one I'm very comfortable with.
All right. Which one would you come up with? I'll let you name it.
Okay.
What would you say?
Improvising.
Improvising. You did. You improvised that whole dance.
Yes, I did.
All right. So now that it's over with, don't you feel like you've accomplished another goal?
Yes, I did.
All right. Very good. So what is going to be our goal next week? I'm going to let you come up with it.
Okay.
What do you want to do on the show next week that you might have been a little apprehensive to do before?
Well, I can tell you one thing. I am getting a little hard. I am getting a bit of a hard level on Garde. So maybe I'll try to do that and try to work it out. Instead of the first episode where we're going to see right here.
All right. Well, you have something you want to show us today?
Oh, yes, I do.
All right. Let's see it.
All right. So now we're in On Garde, a swordsman vigilante game. This year I'm playing as, I forgot her name already. So we're going to jump down here. See, like that, quick and easy. We're going to go over to this area. Like I said, this is a very vibrant and very amazing thing. Oh, all right, here's her name, Alante. And she's asking this guy, vigilante, or should I say her brother, to get her sword back, so we could then take out the Count Duke's henchmen.
Okay. So you putting all this together. This has a lot of vibrant colors in it, too.
Oh yes, the developers on this game worked very hard and very time working, consuming on this game, basically getting all the details set. Problem being is that they didn't get the mouth to move. So
Yeah, but you can improvise and put the voices to it.
yeah.
Look at all the shadows in there, in the waves and the ripples. That amazes me how people can put this together.
Oh, indeed, yes. So as we know that the El Vigilante didn't get far. You can see that her brother right here. As you can see, he's wearing the same outfit as El Vigilante.
He's pretty athletic, that's for sure.
Yeah, but he's honestly not the best whenever it comes to sword fighting yet.
Yeah.
He gets captured quite a bit.
All right, so you're going to enhance that for next week?
Sure,
And you can do the voices with it?
maybe.
Oh, we're going to bring you out your confidence zone. What voices go with this? This is the On Guard one?
On Garde.
Okay. Well, you can do a few voices with it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
And basically, this is what we're doing. So this is going to be our attack. Yeah. And right here, yeah. Pretty impressive, huh?
Yeah.
Basically, it's like a sword play game. And I believe we're going to see our first villain. What happened?
No, we always got to tell people this is just animation. This is not for real life.
No. This is not. This is not real. This is just animation.
Yeah.
As you can see, this is definitely animation.
Who's this cat?
Oh, that's a lackey. That's one of the lackeys here.
All right. So he's disposable.
Yes. And
Yeah,
I
and
blocked.
he's gone right there.
I blocked his attack like so.
Wow, that's cool. How long it takes you to work on this?
Oh, it took me a long time. It was very backbreaking work for trying out this new game, but I finally made it.
It's mentally fatiguing, isn't it?
Yes, it will be fatiguing, but there are some good things that come with it, like finding you a good environment.
But that's a lot of work, Deuce. Tell you what, you're amazing when it comes to that. So what we're going to do, we have about 45 seconds left. Next week, you're going to showcase that a lot. I want you to put a few voices to it.
Okay.
And I want us to take us out of this show with your on guard voice, okay? Like say goodbye to the audience in your on guard voice.
All right. Well, my friends, it was nice to see you. I'll see you the next time.
There you go.
Boom, boom, bam.
Boom, boom, bam from Deuce Luke. Great show. He accomplished his goal. And next week, we're going to see some more animation. And I'm going to come up with a real good test for him on the following week. And he's so far, he's 100% on his challenges. So we'll take a break. We'll have more HTV programming. Once again, this show is The Deuce is Loose.
In a world of silence, there's a different kind of language, autism, a unique puzzle that brings its own beautiful picture. Where others see a blank canvas, they see boundless creativity. Each day, they awaken with purpose and determination. Their minds are a vast universe, exploring countless subjects with passion. Deuce Luke said it best when he said,
Autism is not a disability. It's a different ability.
just like a seed becomes a magnificent tree, they too blossom into something extraordinary. Embrace the beauty of their world. Learn more about autism. Visit Understand Autism for more information. That's www.understandautism.org. You can also find help by calling 800-3-AUTISM. That's 1-800-328-8476. Thank you for watching The Deuce is Loose here on HTV 10.